Bloons Go Boom, the one spot on the internet where we only have one thing on our mind, and that is monkeys making balloons go boom. And today we are playing Carved on Alternate Bloons Rounds as we work our way up to Chimps mode. We are playing the spookiest maps on the hardest difficulty, so thank you for joining us today. We are going to show you a strategy that focuses heavily on one of my favorite towers, but let's dive right in. So first thing we're going to do is, just like in our hard setting, we're going to put Sauda here on the top so that she can handle everything that starts out this map. And she'll quickly be met with more camo balloons, and that's why we're picking Sauda. She immediately has camo detection, more than in a normal game mode. Let's use the ability to clean those ones up. But the tower we are going to focus on today is going to be the cannon tower. My goal for this is by round 100 we are going to have all 3 tier 5 cannon towers, and I am only, outside of the economy, I only want to use cannon towers and a monkey village. The monkey village is just to be able to be sure that everything pops the way it should. So let's do our second one. Sauda's cleaning up anything these guys leave behind, which is awesome. Next thing, let's start working on a monkey village. Or, I'm sorry, let's work on a banana farm next. We need to get an economy going. And the reason I like the bomb shooter so much, one, it was one of the first things that I really figured out how to use, how to utilize, but I always liked it because it's your quick lead popping, buddy. And it's just so much fun to play as. All 3 pathings are a lot of fun. I know almost everybody does the middle pathing all the way up to the Moab Eliminator, but when you do the Bomb Blitz and the Balloon Crush, when Balloon Crush stops balloons in their path, Bomb Blitz does so much damage, and of course the Moab Assassin does that 6x damage to Moab class balloons. It is just a lot of fun to play with those ones, so that's why I like them so much. Pop the lead. Alrighty, so let's put our first banana farm right over here, because we're going to put 2 of them side by side. They're going to start kicking out candy corns for us. No real problems through 15 rounds, that's good. And let me know in the comments, do you like the alternate balloon rounds game mode? I think it shakes it up a little bit for me, so I can't just fall into a strategy of, oh, I know when the camo balloons are going to arrive, I know when the first lead balloons will be. It kind of, shakes me out of my own rhythm every now and then. It does provide some difficulty on certain maps. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Put that second banana farm up. Let's get it up, both up to greater production, then we can start upgrading these 2 cannons that we have out right now. I do want one of these to be a middle path, and actually I want the other one to be fast loading as well, so we're going to do the first 2 for both of these. Okay, so we've got 2 missile launchers so far. And now that they're going so much faster, they've got a little bit more range to them. That's really good to help us out here. This is where we're going to need that monkey village, giving these 2 guys camo detection as well. For now, we'll just wait on Sauda's ability to recharge, and there it is. And especially in alternate balloon rounds, you always see a heavy dose of these regrow style balloons. Obviously a big pain in the butt. We're going to use a frag bomb to help out with that a little bit. And this one, we're actually going to use bigger bombs and heavy bombs. So we've kind of split their pathings now. We don't want two of the exact same type quite yet. Yeah, these frag bombs really, really help out. They're just, you know, sending their projectiles out, popping everything else. This one with the cluster bombs frag ability, or the frag bomb ability, is the one we're going to use as our Moab assassin, our Mauler. Assassin's the next upgrade for it. And then this one we're going to obviously use really big bombs. The reason I like this one is because it obviously knocks back balloons back, so it gives you a little bit more time. We might be in trouble here, so we're going to set this up. So those are going to leak through, unfortunately, but won't kill us. And we're going to put a village here in the middle, and we are going to prioritize that camo detection, because obviously we need to get that done quickly. Just a little bit more. Alright, there we go. So now these guys can both see, they're both given, you know, increased range as well, but they can both have camo detection. So now there's really nothing they can't pop, which is really nice. And hey, we're just about to hit round 35. If you're still with us on this video, make sure to hit that subscribe button. It really helps out the growth of small channels like ours, and it makes sure that all of our balloon popping nonsense will show up in your feed and you won't miss a thing. So let's go ahead and get our third cannon, our bomb shooter in here. And this one, we've already got a top pathing here. We've already got a middle pathing, so we're going to go with our lower pathing. And we are going to make this one bigger and heavy bombs as a cross path. Because now that we're going to have the recursive and reoccurring bombs and the frag bombs that shoot out into more frag bombs, we want those to be as large as possible. The range isn't as important at that stage. And our range doesn't increase into a new path, so we're okay with exactly where we're at. Let's go ahead and increase our economy real quick. Once we get this one up to 2,900. Okay, got that. Same thing over here. And here's our first Moab. It's a fortified one because we are playing on alternate Bloon rounds. Gets knocked out pretty easily. You know what, let's do bigger radius and jungle drum so these guys shoot even faster. More cannons shooting faster, that's what we want, right? Alright, and then our cheapest upgrade at the moment is this recursive. See how much bigger this explosion gets. It's boom, boom, boom. Alrighty, now that everything's pretty much getting beaten up pretty easily. Lost a couple there because, yeah, so these black balloons and the zebra balloons don't get popped by these, so that's why we need to make sure we get this monkey intelligence upgrade next so that these balloons can now pop everything. Sorry for not noticing that sooner. It did almost endanger our run. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to do this Moab Assassin upgrade here, giving us an ability and making us more powerful against the strongest style balloon. Alright, now we can do this balloon impact. This is one of my favorite upgrades in the entire game. Explosions become so violent, balloons are stunned for a short time when they are hit, and the range is increased and frags are even more effective. You'll see how they get dizzy and they stop the balloons right where they are, giving you more and more time for your balloon popping madness. Absolutely love that as an upgrade. And this is just, like I said, this is a run for me and my favorite tower, or one of my favorite towers, I should say, that I like all three paths for it. Do you have any towers like that where you really enjoy all three paths? If so, let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear what you guys enjoy playing with, and maybe we can do another run with your favorite type of tower. There we go, using an ability to knock that one off. And then as we look at the tier 5 cost, Bloon Crush is a little over 56,000, Moab Eliminator 29, and then Bomb Blitz just over 26. So we're going to do those pretty much in order of least expensive to most, making it a little easier as we work our way up to 56,000. But before we do that, we're going to upgrade one of our farms to the central market. It's going to do a couple of things for us. One, it's going to almost triple its output. We're going to go from 20 per pop to 70 per, it's not per pop, but per pulse. And then it also, you know, I have the monkey knowledge turned on. Right now we're getting 1 heart back every single time, every round. And then this one will actually now give us 3. Hopefully we won't need them, but you know, it's always good to have some of that monkey knowledge enabled just for the fun of it. Here's our fortified red Moab. And taking care of round 60, no problem. Let's upgrade our central market there. Let's go ahead and use Sauda's ability. I love that ability where she clears the entire map like that. Goes through slicing like a mad woman. Hey, if you've hung around with us long enough, I'll give you one kind of little, not even piece of trivia, just a piece of, you know, being silly. This tower is why I call the channel Bloons Go Boom, because it's got, you know, some of my favorite animations with it, with the recursive blast, with the frag bombs, with the Moab Eliminator, all that kind of stuff really does. It's why I fell in love with the game, was kind of this tower, at least started with that. So that's why I named the channel Bloons Go Boom, because I like it when the bomb shooter make the balloons go boom. Now you know something, and you probably forgot something just to learn it. So if you forgot how to cook or garden, I deeply apologize for storing that useless information in your head. Alright, moving through round 64, we're going to take care of this big bad boy. We're almost enough to do our bomb blitz. Should be coming up here in just a second. There it is. So a significantly bigger cannon. Now it's going to deal significantly more damage, and it's got a passive ability now. We gain the Bomb Storm ability. When any life is lost, the Bomb Storm automatically triggers, which destroys all but the biggest balloons on the entire map. So that's really cool in case it does get a little hairy later with the DDTs that are going to come out. I do have a plan for those later, but like I promised, first things first, we're going to get our tier 5 towers. Now that we've got a tier 5 tower, you can kind of see we're mowing through some of the stronger balloons. Same thing will be said when we get the next tier 5 tower as well. We really do start just mowing through some of these rounds. And you know, while we wait to get a little bit more income for that, I'm going to speed it up just a hair. Now we've got enough to upgrade to a tier 5 here. Perfect. And you'll notice the ability goes significantly faster for this one because of that. So it's got a much faster cooldown on its ability, and it's doing 6 times damage. Alright, you know what next thing we're going to do? We're actually going to put another banana farm out and get it up to a central market as quickly as possible. The reason we're going to do that is we are actually going to sell all of these away here in just a few rounds. But the more we can put out, the better. Because they only need a few rounds to really pay for themselves if you're going to sell them away anyway. You know what, that's what we're going to do. We're going to get as much of the income as possible, and we are going to absolutely cover this map with bomb shooters. And this is the time I'm really just spamming this Moab assassin ability. Any of these rounds that have just a massive amount of Moabs, that's of course what this ability was made for. It's made for taking all those kind of things out. Alright, one central market. Alright, setting up for the final round of the regular before we dive into the free play. ZOMG, obviously all these camo balloons are a non-issue because we've got our monkey village with the Monkey Intelligence Bureau. Here's our round 80 coming. It is our fortified ZOMG. Oh no, this one's not fortified, only round 40 and 60 are fortified. This one is just multiple ZOMGs. Let's upgrade to a central market there. Pop, pop, pop. There we go. There's our medal. There's our 4 candy for collection event. And let's dive in, make sure this strategy holds up against the bads. And we're going to get our Insta-Monkey as well. I'm going to send in my guess to see if I am right. Last video, what was it? It was a Super Monkey when I guessed Bomb Shooter. Can I say Bomb Shooter again on this one because it is one of my favorites? I feel like that's tacky. We're going to say it's a Sniper Monkey instead. Alright. Our last central market. Now we're going to let these go till probably around 88, 89, and then we are going to sell all of them off and just cover the entire map with as many bomb shooters as we can afford at that time after we've gotten our tier 5 balloon crush that slows down absolutely everything. And while we wait to get that much money, we are going to speed this up in just a minute. Alrighty, and now that we're back to kind of normal speed, we are going to upgrade to the tier 5 balloon crush. We're going to sell off all of our income farms. And now you can see now that we've done the balloon crush, it's slowing everything down. It pushes it back up just a little bit and it holds it right there. So instead of doing that for the entirety of the next 14 rounds and really slowing everything up, we're are going to put some other bomb shooters right here. These ones we're going to have them be tier 4 bottom pathing, and 2 in the middle. We're going to do that on 3 of these bad boys. And then up here near the top, we are going to do tier 4 big bombs. I'm sorry, tier 4 Moab assassins with the cross pass bigger bombs. I was like grouping some of these tier 4s together. I think it's just more aesthetically pleasing to me. And then just for the largest explosions we can imagine, we are going to put a couple of the tier 4 recursive bombs down at the bottom. You can see this even stops DDT, so it really does give you just a bunch of extra time using that Bloon Crush setting. And I'm just doing this in these spots so that we have the, you know, in my opinion, one of the coolest explosion ranges there is. So everything explodes, everything gets, you know, knocked off, knocked out. Section of these, but with the extra range on them. And you can see even when you do the cross pathing, they've all got different logos to them. So here, we'll see that in just a second at the beginning. You can see I've got 4 that have the bottom cross path and 4 that have the top cross path. And we are just cruising through these now. So now let's do this call to arms. So now it's giving us an ability where these ones in the range are going to attack faster. Which, you know, they didn't have to do. We're already going to be a-okay because of the Bloon Crush ability and all of our other abilities. So we're going to be a-okay through the rest of this. But it's fun to just, like I said, watch the balloons go boom. It's why we named the channel that. Using all of our abilities just to freaking smoke these things. So here's the 2 different animations I was talking about. These ones have the 2 red lines on them. These have the, you know, frag logo on them. Ability, ability. Keep using abilities. Everything explodes. Everything goes boom. That's why I think, like I said, the fun chaos of it all. Even bigger, big bombs. Right, more heavy balloon impacts. More heavy balloon impacts. More heavy balloon impacts. More Moab assassins. There you go, we're out of money. Alright, 98. Do we think that this can handle the bad? Because as you guys know, the bad is immune to any of these slowing abilities, these stopping abilities. But I think we'll be able to absolutely demolish it with the sheer amount that we have coming out. Here it is. Here's our first bad, ladies and gentlemen. It's hurt. It's already a little bit hurt. It's only going through our tier 4 yet. It hasn't even triggered its first tier 5. There it is. There we go. Oh, there it goes. And now the rest are getting pushed back. The ZOMGs are getting shoved back by everything else. So that's perfect. So here we go. Now we've got a fortified bad. Let's see how fast this one can get its butt kicked. It's damaged. And here comes the tier 5s. It's lasting quite a bit longer because oh, there it goes, and there it goes. They're getting pushed back. That's the best part, when you see these ZOMGs actually getting pushed back up the track because they're still within range of that Bloon Crush's ability. Super, super fun. Hey, and we got a monkey village, not a bomb shooter or a sniper, actually. So, hey, thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like it and subscribe to the channel to join in on all of our balloon popping monkey nonsense. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.